Tracy with Rossmönster, and today I want to show you around our latest build. This is going to be on a Sprinter 170. Before we step inside, I'll talk about some of the exterior highlights of this rig. So starting off, we have a Sprinter 2500 4x4 Agile rip kit. We have a black Rhino wheel with a Nitto Expo grappler tire on it. All the way up front, we have a 52-inch 300-watt LED light bar. We have an aluminous touring style roof rack with an aluminous ladder to get up there. Mounted to that, we have a Fiamma F45 awning. At the entrance to the vehicle, we have a flip down exterior happy hour table. And then at the rear of the van here, we have our custom Rossmönster MaxTrax table mounting system. This doesn't have the MaxTrax on it yet, but once it does, that'll be where they store it. And you can also flip it down to have another nice outdoor table. At the rear of the van, we have an Alvans tire carrier and ladder. We also have an Alvans B2 bike carrier with two 1-up bike trays, as well as the Alvans Expedition box. And then all the way up top, we have two 4-inch LED light bars that can illuminate this loading area at night. Let's step inside. Welcome inside. Before we go into the specific components of this vehicle, I'll talk about some of the design highlights as well as the layout. So starting on the ground, we have a Spalted Maple floor. Working up from there, we have Sherwin-Williams CyberSpace painted 5-panel door cabinetry. We have a Walnut butcher block countertop, travertine backsplash in the galley area, and then our ceilings are also going to be a stained pine tongue and groove. When it comes to layout, we have our bathroom all the way up front. Stepping back a little bit, we have our main galley area as well as some additional storage with a closet. And then all the way in the rear, we have a ton of space in this dinette unit, which is also going to house many of our systems. This is going to turn into a secondary lower bed, and then we have an upper bed up here on a HappiJac bed lift system. So I'm going to start in the front and we'll work our way back. All the way in the front of the vehicle here, you can see we have upgraded Scheelmann Vario F captain's chairs. So we have those on both sides. These can swivel around so you can have a nice little front living area in addition to our back living area. We also have this secondary walnut table on a lagoon mount so that the person in this passenger chair can have a little space to work or enjoy a meal. And then we also have a headliner shelf above that for some storage. In the front of the vehicle here behind our captain's chairs, we have a 24x34 indoor shower. So this is going to be powder coated white. This is also going to house our dry flush toilet. So the great thing about those is that you can charge them up. They're battery powered, either use them in here or take them outside of the vehicle. Lastly, this shower has a Nautilus self-cleaning shower door. So you can just press it in and it will squeegee itself off as it closes. Moving back from there, we have our galley. So starting over on the passenger side, we have a 15x20 Ruvati workstation sink. This has the cutting board insert as well as the colander. Underneath that, we have a 7-gallon removable gray water tank there. As I mentioned, we have walnut butcher block countertops, and then we'll have this stick-on travertine backsplash, so that'll make cleanup nice and easy in this area. Moving down from there, we have an Empava 2-burner induction cooktop, and then just a little bit of storage above. As always, our uppers have gas struts for assisted opening and closing, as well as our V-latches to ensure that everything stays nice and secure while in transit. Moving over to the driver's side, we have a gray stone microwave here. Underneath that, we have a Cruise 200 isotherm fridge and freezer. So these ones are separate, whereas many of the smaller ones just have a smaller freezer inside the fridge. So this is a really nice option for longer trips or bigger groups. And then above that, we have even more storage, really open shelf there, as well as a full closet here with a rod inside of it. To close out this galley area, we have a fun custom feature behind this drawer bank. It is a slide out doggy door, so you can kind of contain either area of the vehicle. Say you have your sliding door open but want to keep the dogs inside, you can just open this up and contain them in this rear area. In the rear of the vehicle, we have a dinette area. We also have an additional walnut table on a lagoon mount here, so you can seat a ton of people, swivel this around as needed. And then above us here, we have a secondary bed on a HappiJac bed lift system. So this is going to be 75 inches long. It runs the width of the vehicle, but they're going to sleep lengthwise in the bed. Underneath it, we have a row of dimmable LED dome lights. So when you're wanting to sit in here, you can just go ahead and send that bed up so it's out of the way, and then just drop it down when you're ready to get in bed. From here, I'll go ahead and turn this into the bed platform so you can see what this lower bed platform looks like, and we'll take a look at some of the system's storage as we go. So starting over on the driver's side, we have our water cabinet. So in here you'll find 40 gallons of fresh water tank. We have our water pump, and then this is also where we're going to house our AquaHot hydronic heat and hot water system. So that system is going to allow this vehicle to be 4-season capable and also pull hot water to our indoor shower as well as our sink. Moving over to the passenger side, we can open up this cabinet bank. We have a nice open bay here towards the front of the vehicle, and then behind that we have our power cabinet. So in there you'll have 800 amp hours of lithium battery bank, a 3000 watt inverter, and 200 watts of solar that'll be coming in through the top. So there you have the bed in bed mode. We can just pull both of the backrests down to make a fully cushioned area, and then you have room in here to comfortably sleep for. Moving on to ventilation in this vehicle, we have a max air fan over our bathroom and galley area here. We have a nice full pane window in front of the galley so you can look out while you're doing dishes and cooking. In the rear of the vehicle, we have windows in both of the doors. We also have half slide windows on either side of these beds back here so you can get a nice cross breeze. Additionally, above our beds, we have a Dometic Penguin II AC unit and then a Dometic skylight all the way in the rear. So the really nice thing about those Dometic skylights is that you can pull from one side and you have a bug screen. You can pull from the other side and have a blackout curtain. So it's really versatile to get some airflow in the vehicle. When it comes to lighting in this rig, we have dimmable LED dome lights down the center of the vehicle as well as under our lifted bed. We have 2 reading lights at the head of our upper bed, and then we also have above cabinets, under cabinets, and toe kick lights down the center line here. Let's check out the rear. In the rear of the vehicle here, you can see our full back dinette area, plenty of room to sit at least 6. We have the frame for the HappiJac bed lift system. Additionally, we have a nice gear tray on 500-pound locking slides. This is going to be coated in black hex ply to ensure it's nice and durable and stand up to whatever they want to put back here. And then lastly, we just have an outlet as well as the switch for an additional heating pad underneath our batteries to ensure that they stay nice and safe in the winter months. That wraps up this van. Again, I'm Lucy with Rossmönster. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a tour, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.